I really like the floating duck in the countdown timer. It's a nice touch. Good evening, everyone. We'll get started here in just under 5 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
I can hear you.
Can everyone else hear me? That's the question.
Let's see. Yep. Derek says yes. Thank you,
Excellent.
Derek.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Doreen. I am with, depending on who you ask, Cloud Bedrock, which is, I believe, who the email came to you from. Pew Pros, which is our Facebook, YouTube channel where we share information about how to run a successful training company. And I own and operate Detroit Arms. We are a Michigan concealed pistol license carry training facility here in metropolitan Detroit, Michigan. Thank you for joining us. Hey, I see I have some new names on the screen. So give me a shout out. Let me know where you're from. Sorry, my computer is over here that I have to look at when you guys are answering me. Portland, Oregon. That's a far away from home for me. Welcome, Brian. All right, Georgia, Maryland. Good to have you. Pennsylvania. Is this everyone's first time? I'm not recognizing a number of these names, so a lot of you must be newbies to my webinars. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Tonight, I want to talk to you all about the 5 mistakes you might be making. Customers can't hire you if they can't find you. And there are literally 4 crucial and maybe a 5th potentially career-ending mistake that you might be making. And I'm going to walk you through some of the things that you should think about, some of the things that you should do. Reputation management. It's that important. They can't hire you if they can't find you. If by using a free Google business profile, you can show up on Google Maps, letting people know where you exist. People won't hire you if they don't know if you can help them. So make sure, does everyone on here have a Google business profile? I should probably ask that to begin with. Great. Excellent. Hugely important to have a Google business profile. A lot of instructors don't put one up because they think that because they maybe rotate between ranges or they don't have a dedicated classroom that they're not able to do that. But I'm here to tell you that you can. And you really need to make sure that you do and that you keep it fresh, that you keep it active, and that you keep new information on there all the time. So they won't hire you if they don't know if you can help them. So you want to make sure that you utilize all the features of your profile, especially reviews. Word out in the street is that 89% of users read online reviews before buying. 93% of those same users make buying decisions based on reviews. And you should know that Google hosts 73% of all online reviews for businesses. So you can be listed on Google Business Profile even if you don't have a static place that you're hosting your business from. And as you all know, I don't know how long each of you've been in the industry. I've been in the industry for about 15 years now, and it is a lot of hard work to build my brand. You've already made the investment in both time and money to become an instructor. And I'm guessing that by now, a lot of you have hosted a number of classes. Has everyone on the call hosted classes already in your career as an instructor? Thousands. I like that answer. Great. So are your past students supplying you with new students? Is anyone out there keeping track of that? Good. So building your brand is about more than just getting a logo, putting up a website and showing up. It's about delivering and proving to others what you are all about in a place where others who are looking for your services can find you. And here's a little secret about Google. Google only loves you when other people love you first, unless you pay them. So alternately, you can find the strategy that we're about to teach you, but it's going to cost you a whole lot less than paying Google. Anybody in here paying for promoted ads or paying for their ad to show up at the top of Google? Word of mouth is fantastic. We probably fill half our classroom every week by word of mouth and referrals. It's the best way to do business. A little secret about the USCCA. When you submit your class roster to get credit for your students, the USCCA sends your students a request for reviews. Derek, the $500 free ads is probably, if you want to spend $500, send it to me. I'll do better work for $500 than Google ever will. That is not free ads. They make you think it's free ads, but it is not free ads. No, you can do magical things with Google without paying a dime. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about.
And you do have to spend first. You have to spend
yeah, you have to
money
spend
before
a number of
you
dollars.
start using before you start getting the $500 quote unquote free ads. Yep.
Right. So the USCCA, everybody in here is putting their students in that little list. And then at the end of your class, you're hitting submit the list to the USCCA. The catch with that is that while you're getting credit for your students, it does nothing for your local visibility for people who are logging onto the Google machine and typing in something like firearm training near me in the search bar. You should all know that Google has 91.9% of the market share in the search terms as of last January, and that they process over 8.5 billion searches a day. So when you're thinking about how you're marketing your business, you need to know that when people sit down at the computer, open up the computer and start typing in that little toolbar, firearm training near me, gun training near me, whatever it is they're putting in there, Google's processing those, and it is important that you have your information on there properly so that people can find you. The best way for people to find you on Google is to make sure that you have customer reviews. Customer reviews mean big money. Your past clients are your best resource for future clients. 88% of consumers trust online reviews almost as much as recommendations from loved ones. So the point here is, if your current clients aren't sending you everybody that they know to you for training, at least you need to have their experience with you help influence strangers, because 85% of consumers state they're satisfied once they've read up to 10 online reviews for a local business. So how many reviews, just out of curiosity, do each of you have on your Google business page? Do you have more than 10? Excellent, Brian. Good job. Brian, have you responded to every one of those reviews? Okay. So I've actually had people in the past, and I have a local instructor here in my community that did a little thing where they bought reviews, and it is just not the way to go. You will see out there companies offering to have people provide you reviews if you pay them. And you should know that consumers can spot dishonest attempts at getting reviews from way far out. If you look at the reviews of this instructor that's here locally that went from 0 to 700 reviews in about 30 days, you can tell they're just generic reviews, not people who ever were trained by them. You should also know that if you buy Google reviews, it's against their guidelines. So if you're ever found using false advertising, your account can get shut down completely, and it's forever. So the best way to get Google reviews is by asking your customers to leave you a review. And while requesting reviews might feel awkward and slow, it is truly the best way to get more Google reviews authentically. And some people believe that, well, not everybody is happy. That's okay. You're not tacos. You can't please everyone. But it is about how you handle a less than a 5-star review that can mean all the difference. So nobody goes on and trusts reviews from a company that have only 5-star reviews. In that part, you would think, well, there must be something here. If they don't have one person that just wasn't, 5-star rating, people tend to wonder, well, how can that possibly be? So if you find yourself when you go through your reviews, and even I have reviews that are not stellar, I will tell you that the reviews that I have that are 4 stars, it broke my heart because I know that I do a 5-star job, but for whatever reason, they felt I was only worthy of a 4-star. I do have 1 or 2 reviews on there that were 1 star. And I did fight those with Google because clearly it is not somebody who was a client, and you can tell it just from the content of the review. But Google said, nope, no go. We're not taking it down. You have to have it. So in that instance, what you should do is you should acknowledge whatever it is they're saying was the issue, apologize. You should contact the customer privately to resolve it, which in my case, I couldn't because they weren't a customer, and then do whatever you can to remedy the situation. And in doing so publicly and leaving an actionable reply shows other people who are reading those reviews that you're responsive and that you care about your customer's experience. Don't get argumentative. Don't call them names. Just, answer to the thing as best you can. I have thousands of students that I've taught throughout the years. Up until recently, I didn't realize how important having Google reviews was for me personally. Currently, I'm sitting at about under 200 reviews. But I've gone through some situations with social media where Facebook oftentimes won't let me advertise because I'm in timeout. I have found Facebook advertising, actually, their paid advertising, to be really ineffective. Shadow banning is probably a great word to use there. I have found that paying for Google ads gets eaten up really quick, especially if a competitor in the local market discovers that you have that paid ad right up at the top. They'll go in, just click bomb you and use up your budget every day. So the best way for you to show up when somebody does do a Google search looking for training in their area is to make sure that you have reviews, that you're responding to those reviews, and that you have activity on your Google business profile. Activity meaning photographs, reviews, responses to reviews. Google pays attention to that, and that all adds into the algorithm for where you show up in a listing on Google. So when somebody does put in firearm training near me, you want to make sure you get to the top of the reviews. I actually utilize a software process that gets me reviews and allows me to manage the reviews that I get. I have a program where at the end of every single one of my classes, before I submit to the USCCA, my class list, I have my own submission process that goes through, thanks every single student, and asks them to give me a review on Google. The reason I do this before I submit my class to the USCCA is I want it to be the first thing that they see and the first review that they put out, because I want that review on Google and I want that review to count towards my relevancy in a local search. It's great that the USCCA also request a review, but again, the reviews that show up from your student on the USCCA website, they don't do anything for you in your local market. They do something for you if somebody's looking on the USCCA website and finds you, but in your local market, when it comes to Google relevancy ranking and all of that, it has nothing to do with that. They don't transfer over. So I always want to be the first one to get a review request out to the customer so that I get that in my local group. This software effortlessly does it. I don't have to think about it. I'm able to monitor the incoming reviews. I'm able to post them to social media. I never miss a review. I'm prompted when they show up so that I can respond. And part of the whole Google algorithm, whether you know it or not, is that you are liking and responding to your customer and thanking them for a review. So if you do have Google reviews out there, make sure you circle back around and you thank that customer for leaving you that review. And here we go. Starting back again with the Google Business Profile, it's that important. If you don't have one, I can't even stress hardly enough. It literally costs you nothing. It's highly visible. It allows you to appear on Google Maps. People can leave you reviews. You can link to your website. There's chat features and all kinds of great stuff that you can use. This is a copy when I did the thing that we're looking at of what my Google review or my Google business platform looks like. You can see my classroom. You can see the outside of my building. If you scan through my pictures, there's a whole bunch more information in there. You can see that when people are typing in firearm training near me, I pop up right there at the top because I have, reviews and I respond to the reviews. The top 5 mistakes people make is in the location. Customers are typing in words like near me in the search bar. So if their computer is registering that they live in a specific city and they're typing near me, they're going to find businesses that are in the city that are near them. In your Google Business Profile, make sure you list up to 20 local communities that you serve. A lot of people don't know that. They just figure, oh, Google's smart, they'll figure it out. No, they won't. So make sure you take advantage of that and that you list as many names of as many local communities in your area that you can service. So I just think about 20 cities that are near me, that people are the most populous cities that people would be searching from. Then you want to make sure that you list your services offered, and you should spell out each and every service offering you have, no matter how trivial you think it is. Customers get pretty specific in their searches sometimes. And so you have to think about all the keywords that somebody might use in a search. So it's not just firearm training, it's gun training, it's personal training, it's one-on-one training, it's private training. It's all of the words that you think people might use. And they should show up in your description in conversational format, but think about as many services you might offer so that when people are putting those in there, you're a match. The hours, and I see this a lot, especially where instructors are concerned, because they put in the hours that they're actually working. So a lot of instructors, this is a side hustle, and they're putting in the hours maybe 6 to 9 at night, or they're putting in hours for Saturday and Sunday only because that's when they're teaching. The reality is you have to remember that these consumer requests are coming through all throughout the day. And if you've got it where you're closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're answering the phone from 6 to 9, you're closed Friday, you're open Saturday, Sunday, that's not going to work for them in their head for calling you to ask questions or get information about classes. Make sure you list regular business hours on your Google Business Profile. So, and give it enough flexibility that you can encourage interaction with a new client. Make sure that they feel like they can pick up the phone and call you, and that they don't have to wait till 8 or 9 o'clock at night to do that. And then a website. It's your 24/7 salesperson right there. It's a great place for you to have to highlight the features of your company and the benefits of why working with you is a great idea. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Boy, I see some websites where it's just all over the place and so much information that a consumer literally can't dig through it to find what it is they might be looking for. Just basic information someone would want to know about you before they hire you is really all you need on that website. And most importantly, it's what we've been talking about all along. It's getting your customers to leave high quality reviews for you on your Google Business Profile. Google looks at all the recent activity in your profile to determine which listing gets shown first. So the person who's on Google, who is most active, who's most responsive, is going to be the one who's listed higher up on the Google list. You also tend to attract more clients that way. And letting your current clients attract future clients is a great way to do business. I put 20 to 40 butts in seats every single week for my concealed carry class. The Detroit market is hugely saturated with instructors. And I do 20 to 40 students a week without spending a dime on advertising. I realize that that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. I don't spend any money in promoted ads. I don't spend any money with Facebook, Google, nobody. I get them all from word of mouth, and I get them from my Google business profile. I was talking to an instructor, excuse me, the other day, who got fed a bunch of malarkey about SEO, SEO and search engine optimization. And he has somebody really wanting him to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on his website. The reality is, when somebody sits at their computer and they put in whatever it is they're searching for, the first things they're going to see is that Google business profile area, the maps that shows up. Websites, that's way below all of that. And so even if you had a great website, people likely aren't going to see it. They're most likely going to see just what's up in that Google business profile. So when you set up your Google business profile, which it seems like most of you have, then that's when the magic begins. I have a program that will help you automatically send message requests to your past and your present clients using an easy to manage customer relationship management software. I refer to it as CRM all the time, and people have no idea what I'm talking about. So it's customer relationship management. Everyone on the call, do you keep track in some database or a mailer program of who your clients are, aside from the USCCA website? Perfect. Yeah, because that's going to be your key to being able to reach out to everyone. Sending reviews automatically is easy as providing your client information and then letting technology take care of the rest. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to track everybody down. I put everyone in a list and then I let technology take care of it. I believe in personal customer service. I talk to my clients, on a regular basis. But the reality is, when it comes to reaching out 1, 2, 3 times to get someone, hey, remember when you were going to put that review? I'd rather let technology do it than me sitting at a computer and doing it. So we have a highly effective hands-off invitation process that guides your clients to leave you reviews that others can see, so that people can choose you over your competition. And by generating more reviews, you not only increase your ranking on Google, but you get more people to come work with you. So does anyone here struggle with any of that, with getting Google reviews? Do you ask your students for them, or do you track them down later? Perfect. Now, do you get that email out there, Brian, before the USCCA? Good for you. Because that's the best way. I'm not bashing the USCCA. They're great, and it's fantastic that they're asking people to review you, but you need to keep those reviews on your Google business profile so that it helps you in your local market, not necessarily helps you. So I have a program. My husband, who's on the call with us, his name is Jim, and he was supposed to insert the website there where it says simply visit insert website here. He didn't do that, but he has a reputation management system that we're offering to everybody on the call tonight. It's $97 a month, no contracts, no commitment, cancel at any time. If you sign up today, we're going to waive the setup fee. So you literally save $97 by signing up today. And if you think I'm going to wait and think this over, just know that if you don't sign up for the program today, it'll be $97 and then $97 a month. So that's a total of $194 for the program. The program itself is to help you with your reputation management. It will go out, it will contact your past clients. All you have to do is submit to the program a listing of your people's names, phone numbers, whatever. You can actually download that information from the USCCA in your instructor portal, upload it into the CRM that we run, and then it automatically goes out and asks everyone for a quality review to get your numbers on Google up and going. I'll work with you one-on-one. It'll be free setup. We go to work with you immediately. And then $97 a month. All you have to do is keep putting those student names and addresses. You just dump a file into it. It keeps track and gets you those reviews and gets you bumped up on the Google business profile. So important. Yeah, any place that you have your information, you can usually export those contacts. Jim, are you on the screen? Can you answer that?
Yeah, sorry, I was in the process of trying to. Okay, are you able to import customers and data from PayPal? Yeah, really, any if you have the CRM feature, any tool that will export things out into like an Excel spreadsheet. It's basically a comma separated value. So anything like, the USCCA, PayPal, Stripe, et cetera. And you just line the fields up. It takes you just a couple seconds and it'll import it in. Then off you go to the races from there.
Anyone have any questions?
The other thing that's handy with that also is not only can you do the imports like that for like batch imports of your past customers, but going forward, as new contacts come in to converse with you, like on a website via chat or Facebook Messenger, the contacts get automatically created. So you don't have to import those. It's just your old contacts or customers that have been processed by another system that you would have to import. Everything else is automatic. And I'm going to fast and furiously update that slide so that when you go back to it, there'll be a URL and the coupon code.
No, you don't need to do that. You can just put it, well, I suppose you could. Is there a code you need to get the discount with Cloud Bedrock? Yeah, he was supposed to have, I know that he set it up earlier, but he was supposed to have updated that, but heaven knows what he was doing, probably looking for his coffee cup earlier today when he was supposed
Found
to
it.
be doing
Yeah. So the coupon code is top 5 sign up, all one word.
You want to put that on the screen somewhere?
Well, I'm putting it into the chat.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then also.
But where do they go to with that top 5
and
sign up? What is that?
Yep, Cloud Bedrock.
So for those of you who have customers that you've serviced before that don't have those reviews and you don't want to go through one by one, reaching out to your customers and getting them to leave you a review, this is a great way to get it done. $97 seems a little bit spicy, but what does a new customer bring to the table for you? Every customer that you've done business with has a minimum of 3 people that they can refer to you or should refer to you. And if you're not making bank on those 3 people that they should each be bringing you, at least put your information out there so that people who haven't had an experience with you can see how other people feel and can hire you in order to be their instructor. Jim has put it in the chat here. It's the cloudbedrock.com. And then top 5 sign up is the coupon code, Jim?
Yeah, top 5 sign up is the coupon code that takes the initial sign up fee off of the plans. And Brian, it depends. So the $97 a month plan has all of the communications, so it's a good place to start. If you need the CRM feature, that's one step up from that, which is the $197 plan, but it also includes unlimited funnels, websites, and a membership feature. And Dream probably doesn't have any slides on this deck, but we offer done for you e-learning courses like the real estate agent safety course that Doreen developed. These are not USCCA classes because you're not allowed to deliver those on an on-demand training, but we have the real estate agent safety class, and we also have a introduction to handguns, which is a good like an order bump for someone that's signing up for a CPL, CCL class at checkout. And so with the 197 plan, you have the ability to host your own e-learning a platform, create your own courses, leverage the ones that we provide you that you can sell and at whatever price the market will bear for you. And there's no residuals due to us on that.
Yeah, we have a couple different programs that we offer here at Cloud Bedrock. What I found is that a lot of instructors think, oh, I'm just going to do this myself, and then you never get around to it. By signing up with us tonight and committing to the fact that you are going to, in fact, do this, I am confident that you'll see measurable results in days, just in the fact that you are going to be able to rise above your competition there in a Google search. We have one client that we worked with in the Chicago market, which is about as saturated as any market can possibly be. Hundreds of instructors in the Chicago market didn't even have a Google business profile. We were able to get them from non-existent with a Google business profile to actually on the front page of the Google business search within a month, which is almost unheard of. But it was because we got their information in the system. We got a bunch of reviews, actual legitimate reviews from clients who had used them all up into the system. We had them responding to the reviews, and they were able to recoup their money in no time, and then have gone from having classes with 2 or 3 students to their capacity is 15, and they're selling out all shows now without any additional advertising. They are not paying for Google advertising. They are not paying for Facebook advertising. They're not doing billboards or anything crazy. It's just by managing their reputation in the Google business profile. I have some really quiet people out here, so let's see here. Trick Shot, what do you got going on? Where are you at? And do you have a Google business profile that you work with? Tony, Neva, anyone? Now people are falling off. Maybe not. Carlton, how about you? Oh, you haven't taught yet, Derek? Well, when you do, just know that it is important that you have Google reviews coming to your profile, because that is seriously how people are going to find you.
Yeah, one of the great ways to get those reviews, especially when you're first starting out, is because email is not the best way to to request the reviews, right? It's a great way for past students, right? But the most effective way is via text, which is actually part of the service. It will integrate with SMS and allow you to send out SMS requests. And some of our instructors are having good success with timing the request for the review at some time during the day, when the rapport is kind of reached with the class, and they'll make the requests and tell everyone, hey, in just a few minutes, you're going to get a text. If you could just take a moment to, fill out our survey, we'd really appreciate it. Something as simple as that. And when it goes out, it's like almost simultaneous. So everybody's phone goes off at the same time, and they kind of, they think it's neat. And, he told me the first time he did it, he'd never gotten 7 reviews at one time, ever in his, 10 plus years being in business. So that works. That's a great way to get those reviews, automatically, during your class, instead of hoping that they'll, answer your email later. So.
Right. Yeah. Tablets are great. You can also SMS the request to everybody's cell phone. And there's that capability with the Cloud Bedrock CRM. So, yes, we
Yeah.
own Cloud Bedrock. What I'll tell you how Cloud Bedrock came to be. I've run Detroit Arms for 15 years, and I am a huge proponent of doing everything manually. Jim, on the other hand, is a computer guy, and he's a big proponent of doing everything electronically. He recently had a job change where he's now spending a considerable amount of time with me at the Detroit Arms facility. And he basically watched what the hoops that I was jumping through and how many computer programs I was using. I had one for a newsletter, I had one for another program, I had one for a calendar, I had one for everything. So I had all of these computer programs that all weren't talking to one another. And I was repeating things over and over and over and over. So he essentially went through and took what it is I do on a daily basis and computerized it all. I put the customer information in once. And after that, he has made it so that once a customer comes and registers for a class, they automatically get reminded of the class and sent any information I want them to have before the class. They get reminded following the class to, hey, don't forget to give us a review on Google. All of that. It's just all automatically done for me. I don't have to think about it. Getting those reviews onto Google is so important, just because that's where strangers are coming and they're searching for somebody in their local area to teach them. And for them to be able to read what other people have to say about you is how they're going to decide whether to use you or whether to use somebody who has no reviews and they don't know how other people felt about their experience with you. So it just makes super sense. So yeah, we do own Cloud Bedrock. We run the Pew Pros channel, and that's where I take my knowledge of having been in the industry for 15 years and turn it around so that other instructors in other markets can become successful as well. I've spent a lot of money on advertising. I've done everything short of billboards. I've done placemats. I've done coffee mugs. I've done uh you name it, I've done it. I've sponsored charity events. I've uh Google, Facebook, Yelp, all of the local channels for advertising. And honestly, nothing has had the results that making sure you run a healthy Google business profile does. Does anyone have any questions at all? I've dominated this entire conversation, so. Carlton, are you interested in getting signed up and getting those reviews all on your? Is on IG is limited. I
Yeah,
think it's on
Instagram.
Instagram. No, the only reason is that I haven't been doing it. I have spent a lot of my time on Facebook and on Google. I tweet every now and again. Instagram, I haven't really been active on Instagram or YouTube for that matter. But no, no reason other than me where I'm comfortable. I lost Carlton. He took off. He must have known I was looking for him. Anyone else have any questions for how to get signed up, or is this something that you're interested in?
Yeah, and just an important note: the coupon's only good until tomorrow for that the free no sign up. So make sure if you're thinking about it, make sure you get that done today. If you have any questions and you just want to reach out to us and have a conversation, I'm going to put a link to our contact page that will set up a 15-minute call, like a Zoom call, and we can just have a one-on-one conversation with us and kind of talk about what you're after. We can answer any questions you might have. That is right there.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. If I can be of service to you, please feel free to reach out. That link will give you the ability to book on our calendar, get a one-on-one, get some information to you. Watch our Pew Pros channel, watch your email. We do regular calls every Thursday. We're online with some kind of information for you. And I know that Thursday isn't always a great day for everyone, so we may even throw one on for maybe next Tuesday. So watch your email, and I hope to see everyone back soon. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.